What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel, Carter ZR2. My name is Tyler, and in today's video we are jacking up the comfort of my ZR2 with the Desert Does It seat jackers. So if you're wondering what these seat jackers are, they basically raise the front end of your seat about an inch to give you a better sitting position for those long hauls or overland trips or wheeling trips. And I've noticed too, it gives you a much better view over the hood too. And if you're like me, you know these trucks have pretty wide and long hoods, and that makes a world of a difference. The seat jackets themselves are made out of CNC machined aluminum, so they're high quality. They're painted black. I don't see any issues with that. I mean, honestly, they're just going to sit underneath the seat, so they're never going to be moved or abused very much. For just the driver's side, they're about $100. Quick little unboxing and everything you get in here. They give you little stickers as well as a little keychain dangle, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you get the seat jackets themselves. They supply you with some blue Loctite and a little koozie, cooler for your beer or drinks, and it's one of those snappable ones, which is pretty neat. I've never actually seen one of those yet, so that's appreciate that. They put the little extra gifts in there, always makes it worthwhile opening. The only tools you need for this install is a ratchet, a 15mm socket, a T50 Torx socket basically, and you're gonna want to get a torque wrench just to make sure when you bolt all of your seat nuts back down, they're proper torque, because that would be a bad day if they came loose and if you needed them to hold you tight in there. So let's just jump straight into the install now. So the first step, obviously, you're gonna be moving your seat all the way forward to gain access to the back bolts. I started with doing the back seat 2 bolts first. You just want to loosen these up enough where you'll be able to get enough blue Loctite on the threads. Don't fully remove them, just loosen them up to a point where you can have a couple threads still holding them on. And then you move on to the front seat, and obviously there you're going to remove those bolts completely. And that's that T50 torque head basically you're going to use for all 4 of those bolts, and they come off pretty easy. You got to apply a little force because they do use blue Loctite when they put them in there from factory, so just be mindful of that. Once all the bolts are removed out of the front and the backs are just loose, you basically just take your block and you slide it underneath the rail, and you get there's a little notch that will line up on the back of the seat for the railing, and then obviously you line up the hole in the rail, this jacker, and then the floor itself. Take the supplied hardware they give you for the front ones, apply a generous amount of blue Loctite to it, and then I threaded them both in by hand, and then that's gonna be the 15mm socket, and start cranking those down. So once those front bolts are snug with the ratchet, go ahead and grab your torque wrench, set it to 35 foot-pounds, and give those a crank until your torque wrench snaps or beeps, whatever kind of torque wrench you have. Just make sure your torque is to spec. And once the front is tight and torqued down, go ahead and push your seat back forward, and then you will be doing the same steps to the back ones. Tighten down with the ratchet, grab your torque wrench, and then give it one more crank. Hear that pop, and you're good to go. And then they're officially in. First impressions after just getting these the seat jackers in. Wow, I was not expecting it to make this much of a difference. It's night and day. It's so much more comfortable. My legs feel like they're higher than my hips now. I can visually see more over the hood now, because anyone who drives these trucks, the Colorados, know they have a very big hood. Yeah, these are a must have in my opinion. Now for the pros and cons of the Desert Does It seat jackers. As far as cons goes, I can't think of one negative thing about this thing. Pros: installs a breeze. It makes the truck more comfy. It just puts you in a more natural position. You can see over the hood better. Is it worth the money? Hell yeah, it is. I wish I would have bought this a long time ago. So here's a little before and after clip of what the seat looked like before and after. I'm hoping it comes through okay on this. You can definitely tell a difference when you sit in it if you can't on camera. So yeah, that's the seat jackers from Desert Does It installed on my ZR2. I'll have a link below where you can find the product. And other than that, if you guys found this video helpful or interesting, or you liked it, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're new here, subscribe to see more mods for ZR2s, Canyons, Colorados. And yeah, I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of this year. So make sure you subscribe, helps me out a ton. As well as I am working on something in the background, and I'm hoping to reveal that at the end of this month to you guys. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.